What's up, Lego builders? Welcome back to week 4 of building the... Oh, wait. Shoot, wrong video. Today we are going to be looking at a very special set. This is the Lego Star Wars Christmas X-Wing. Set number 402019. Kind of a weird set number, and it comes with 1038 pieces. The reason this set is special is because this is Lego's Christmas gift to all their Lego employees. So this will not be sold to the general public. You won't see this in any stores or on any online stores except for secondhand retailers like eBay and Bricklink. Right off, should look slightly familiar to a lot of you guys, and that's because this build is based after the 2018 model. In fact, they're almost the exact same build. There are just a few pieces that are either missing or have been replaced due to not having them in the right color. So I'm not going to go too much into the build of this. I'm mostly going to point out the things that are unique and special about this craft. Starting with the rear, it's absolutely beautiful. The gold colored pieces just blend so nicely with the red and the white. On the back here, we've got a gold encrusted engine area, as well as these 4 afterburners with these beautiful purple little engine lights. And then it has the same wing mechanism as the older 2018 model, so you can still get that classic iconic X-Wing look, and it works the same way as the old one. These wing cannons are where you're going to see most of the difference. Obviously, these are candy canes, which is a really fun little idea. Really adds a original and unique vibe to this X-Wing. However, there is one thing I don't like, and that is the build of the candy cane. This is a really small and minor critique, but I just don't like the length compared to this little bow part. I feel like this part should A, be wider, and B, longer down. It just doesn't look like a very symmetrical candy cane. The underbelly of the ship is pretty normal as well, nothing too special. You do have the landing gear. The only thing I modified on this craft was I took out the little peg that's right here. It's supposed to stop this leg from going too far into the front of the X-Wing, but I actually like it. I feel like it helps hide the landing gear better, so I took that part out. Moving on to the cockpit area, we've got the Santa. We'll take a look at him a little bit later. There's nothing too special about this either. There is a small little printed control piece that I really like. I think it looks really good and really adds a lot of detail to the interior of the cockpit. There is, however, no extinguisher behind the seat. In the old 2008 one, there was a little extinguisher, and they decided not to include that on this one. Behind the cockpit, we have the spot for the Astromech droid, and then we have more gold plating on the top here. Honestly, guys, the color scheme on this X-Wing is absolutely on point. Like, this thing just looks so beautiful, and I think they did such a good job making the main color red with the gold and white highlights. The next vehicle is this fun little Star Wars speeder slash sleigh. I love how they included this little sleigh but actually turned it into one of those little transport speeders, you know, the Rebel Alliance and the Resistance used to transport pilots to their ships. It's got a little control on here, really just one lever, and then a spot for your driver to sit. And then on the back, we've got a few of these presents, and they actually have stuff inside them. This one comes with a little golden minifigure. At first, I thought it was a C-3PO, but turns out it's just a normal minifigure. There's 2 of those, and then the other present includes a small silver skateboard. This thing glides pretty easily too. It's got little wheels on the bottom, and look at that. Just a smooth ride. It's got these small little wheels. Next we have this little hut slash display stand. It's got a cool little 20 years Lego Star Wars printed piece on the side, and then a little back entry. Whoops. One of my main complaints with this is these pieces right here. They go on either side and they fall off all the time. I know this isn't a play toy and you're not supposed to pick it up and move it, but I have moved it a couple times. Pretty much every time I've picked it up, they've fallen off. Look at that one, just fell off. The interior has got some more toys. We've got a blue skateboard, a cool little rubber ducky, and this, I don't really know what it is. It honestly looks kind of like a lathe or a drill. Some kind of toy making machine, I guess, because I think this is supposed to simulate Santa's sleigh or Santa's workshop. This right here is obviously the best part of the hut, this awesome display stand, and it hooks on the X-Wing just so smoothly. The X-Wing sits on here very sturdily and comes off very easily. My one complaint is I don't know why they put these little gears on, because at first I was like, oh sweet, you get to change the position of the X-Wing. No, they're really just here, you can spin them. I guess it's just to add like a small little detail. We'll start with the most boring and mundane of the minifigures. You get yet another R2-D2, a very interesting inclusion because the pilot's not Luke Skywalker. I honestly think it would have been cool as if they had changed the body and the head to make it look like some kind of brown special reindeer Astromech droid. Next we have the Christmas Yoda. Really all it is just the Yoda headpiece, and then you've got a kind of like Santa's helper looking outfit on with some green pants. What I don't really like are these white hands. They just don't really go with the minifigure at all. I know they're supposed to represent gloves, but they just don't mesh for me. I wish they had included Yoda's actual green hands. He also has a little candy cane tucked in his belt for a snack. This guy, though, is awesome. This is the Yuletide Squadron pilot, and I think he looks absolutely phenomenal. He's got his red Santa style clothes on, but he's still got like all the rebel trooper gear on of like a rebel pilot. I'm going to take off his head and beard so you can see what I'm talking about. So he's got gold, green, and red on his outfit and on the plating and on like the breathing apparatus and stuff, which matches his X-Wing and just looks so cool. This is probably one of my favorite Star Wars minifigures I have now. He also has the dark green back plate on for his little suit. The one thing I did find odd is he has this big white beard, but you can kind of just barely see it. He's got gray facial hair printed onto his head. So that's the only thing that's a little strange to me, is you can see like the two different colors, the gray hair on the white. So I thought that was a little weird, but not enough to make me not like this beautiful character. Review aside, all in all, guys, I think this is an absolutely phenomenal set. I am a little biased. I'm a hardcore, borderline obsessive Star Wars fan, so something like this is obviously really meaningful to me. The fact that LEGO would make a 20th anniversary Christmas gift for their LEGO employees, I think that's really cool, and I'm really grateful to own one of these myself. I think from the ship, it's just really beautiful, to the whole practical display stand, to these awesome little minifigures. I think this is a great set. However, I hands down do not recommend this set. I paid a high price for this, and I wouldn't recommend anybody going out after one of these unless you're just an avid Star Wars fan. That's it for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to let me know what you think of this beautiful Christmas X-Wing down below in the comments. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave me a like. And as always, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. But until next week, happy building.